those are that one's coming out because that's where the path is going to go. I mean, this one can stay here. It's just going to be a semi-easy way for squirrels and stuff to get in. Maybe at least trim off these down shoots and that one. So it's this guy going up. I'm going to use your mini chainsaw to cut this branch off, even though you're reluctant to do that. Alright, welcome back to the channel, the EIB Farm and Family series, where today we will be starting the process of installing a 3-foot tall chicken wire garden fence for my wife's new garden expansion project, for which we just installed that 130-foot giraffe retractable hose. And here's a little clip of that hose actually spraying, for those of you that wanted to see that. Anyway, we just stretched the string line to figure out where the corner posts are going to go. And basically the idea of this build is we're going to do it for as little money as possible. Instead of T-posts and having them anchored properly, or even like a sort of H-brace anchor system in order to stretch real fencing, we're going to do it out of chicken wire, some 4x4s that I'll cut in half, and then we're going to sink those super deep. I'm intending to basically take a 12-foot pressure treated 4x4, cut it in half to a 6-foot pressure treated 4x4, sink that 3 feet in the ground, hammer some rocks in around it until it's about 1.5 feet, so it's fairly sturdy, pack a little dirt in, and then put 50 pounds of concrete on that. So there's basically like a concrete ring higher up towards the surface and rocks packed in, hopefully helping to really anchor it well without any other bracing, because I'm going to stretch a single barbless wire around all of these posts in order to create like a tensioned wire that the chicken wire will attach to, as well as some little basically line posts that we're going to make out of pressure treated 2x4s that we rip in half and then cut down to 4 feet and sharpen on one side. We'll hammer those in. It's going to be super inexpensive. Hopefully it'll work. It's really just to keep bunnies out and the dogs from running directly into the plants. So let's get back to work. I need to go dig a bunch of holes in. I just thought I should tell you what the hell I was doing first. Oh, also, check out the Patreon, subscribe, do all of those things. Let's build stuff. One down, six to go. They're slightly heavier tape. Yeah, see we do. We have about 3 inches left. You're pretty accurate depth gauge there. All right, welcome back for day 5. This has been a slow process. We only set 7 posts, but it took us 4 days. Mostly because of the weather, the wind, and our daughter's been on spring break, so I've had very little time to work on this project. We're going to at least get the 2x4s cut and ripped and turned into line posts and staked into the ground and where they need to be. Anyway, day 5. That's the plan. Posts are done. Let's make some line poles. Let's hammer those in. Hope the Amazon van shows up soon with the line grabber, the wire grabber, for the come along, and then we can just finish this up. Yeah, from 30, you go to 45, and then you add 15 again. Alright, I need to try to not put this directly in the new plank. Minute. need to do is create a bunch of these little stakes to kind of help hold the chicken wire down in the ground anywhere that it's not deep enough for me to put rocks and stuff on. So went to Tractor Supply and spent 25 bucks and got this roll of 9-gauge wire because we're trying to keep this project super cheap. So I am going to whip up a bunch of little stakes real quick and then get back down to stretching wire and drill the... All right, that about does it for the fencing. At least we got all the posts in, we got all the line posts, the barbless wire up, the chicken wire, hog ringed. Looking pretty good. I'm actually pretty happy with how it turned out. We'll see how it holds up over time, but it was definitely very inexpensive to do. That's it for now. Give this a try, maybe, if you are on a budget and need to fence off a big garden space. Hopefully it works. I think it'll work better than the other fencing we put in long ago. Anyway, coming up soon, gonna do the perimeter fence. And for the perimeter fence, I need to weld gates for like all of the entry points on the property. So I'm gonna add the gates for the garden to that project. I also have a fun build coming up that should only take a couple of days to execute and will be, cool and unnecessary somewhat. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Not 4. Let's try one behind the back. Oh.